holidays! Well, whenever I think about Christmas and gaming, I'm always reminded of the Christmas of 1994. See, when I was growing up, my mom told me that she would never buy me a video game for a Christmas or any birthdays. Main reason was because anything I already had, I was constantly selling or trading to get the newest system that came out that year. So understandably, she hated the idea of me trading something that was meant to be a special gift. Well, in 1994, she would break her promise for the first time, and unfortunately for the last time. That Christmas, I unwrapped Chiki Chiki Boys.
What the hell kind of title is that? This was a pretty obscure game, and games that are this obscure usually are because they suck Luigi's earwax through a hose. Still to this day, I have never met anyone in person who has owned or played this game. So the big question, does the game really suck?
The answer is no! This game kicks ass!
That's right, and this game seriously ranks in the top 50 games from my childhood. The graphics are colorful and vibrant for the 16-bit era, and the controls are really responsive. It's a blast just knocking out swarms of bad guys, which you can swing your sword as fast as you can push that attack button, so no delays here. So the story is your father is King Chiki Chiki of the Kingdom Illyria. His wife, the Queen, gives birth to twin sons. During this, the kingdom has been overrun by all kinds of monsters. Instead of sending out an army, he decides the best course of action is to send out his two little boys. Really? So you're gonna tell me he doesn't have some super ninja badass assassin to do his bidding? Instead he's sending out his two little boys?
Heard you got someone for me to kill. Yes.
Sire, there appears to be monsters who are storming the castle as we speak. What shall we do?
Curses! Well, why don't we send my twin boys down? I'm sure they'll know what to do and how to take care of this mess. What? Were they like 10 years old? I've been killing for you for 13 years. You seem a little upset. Would you like to talk about it, huh? You want to sit on my lap? Come here. Come here. Oh, come here. Come sit on my lap. Oh, f this. Don't think you're the only man in Illyria. I can find other men to fornicate.
I find the backstory incredibly simple and totally cliche. Obviously the makers of the game thought so too, because it seems like they try to overcomplicate things in the instructions with random information that the player doesn't need to know. Like explaining the twins were born exactly 32.2 seconds apart. Like, who the hell cares? It also makes mention of the differences between the two boys. The blue one is supposed to be a master swordsman, and the red one is good with magic. It states the blue Chiki Chiki boy can do more damage with a sword, but most of the enemies only take one hit to kill, so you'll never notice the difference between the two of them, except that the red one can carry 2 more magical orbs than his brother. And being able to carry more is not a special ability. So really the only difference between these two is one has a f***ing fanny pack. After you've chosen your character, you're able to select what stage you want to play first. And I love games like this, where you get to choose your own path. It reminds me a lot of the Mega Man series, where your choices are set up like an evil version of the Brady Bunch.
Here's the story of an ugly lady who was bringing up 3 very stinky chicks. All of them had gonorrhea, like their mother, the youngest one's a tard. Here's the story of a meth user named Bobby, who was gladly beating 3 boys of his own. They were 4 men killing little kittens, yet they were all alone. Till the one day when this hooker met this client, and they shared much more than a dirty needle. So these social scabs would somehow form a family. That's the way we all became the f***ed up bunch. The f***ed up bunch. The f***ed up bunch. That's the way.
At the start of the game, one thing you'll notice is that there is a crap load of coins. Not only do your enemies bleed coins all over the place, but there are also like a million treasure chests and coins hidden throughout the stage. These can be easily found by either jumping in the area or simply swinging your sword all over the place. At the end of each stage, you're able to use these coins to refill your health, get magic orbs, or upgrade your weapons. None of the bosses seem too difficult either. For stage 1, all you need to do is chop off his arms and whack him in the head a few times. Okay, maybe someone could argue my mind is in the gutter, but could that seem any more suggestive?
Ow!
For the air stage, you have a bird stuck to your head, which allows you to fly, and I swear it looks like it has Down syndrome. You have loads of what look like kamikaze monkeys wearing purple goggles. What the hell is that? A golden shower? Who the hell programmed this in the game? R. Kelly? That's f***ing nasty. And it's not just the shower head that's gold either. Look at the liquid. It's gold too. F***ing pervs. The boss for the stage is like a big turtle dragon who's totally mindless and easy. Just stand underneath him and hack away. For the third, what side scroller doesn't have a water stage?
I am no snorkel expert, but I'm pretty sure you don't want the tube submerged in water.
After you beat the flamboyant stingray-like shark fish thing, you no longer get to choose the stages anymore. You start meeting up with the fairy often throughout the levels, only to be given the most useless information. You start battling new colored versions of the previous bosses mixed in with some brand new ones. Watch out for the enemies in the castle. Well, thank God for that useful information because I was planning on attacking with my face. F***ing idiot. The remainder of the stages are essentially just a little more advanced versions of the first 3 levels you play. Even though the bosses are a little more difficult, they're still basically pretty easy. Dracula is vulnerable when he spreads his wings. Well, that was probably the most important information the fairy has given, since that sounds like the only way you can hurt him. I guess this oh, what the f***? Okay, let's recap. We've got a rock boner, a hot chick spitting out innuendo, a golden shower, and now a vampire who enjoys flashing his dirty man goods.
This is some dirty shit. I feel like I'm playing an advertising vehicle for the Neverland Ranch. Who do I fight next? Gary Glitter?
Jeez. From here on out, a majority of your time is spent getting to the top of the castle. First you'll fly, do battle with a pickaxe-wielding Lego who's riding a Tonka tank, followed by more climbing. Why I can't use my bird hat to fly for this part, I don't know.
So here we are. Our destiny has brought us to this final battle where 2 mighty juggernauts of the universe will fight for the glory of kingdom. The lives of many depend on you. This is where we put our training to the test. This is where we prove to the world we're a force to be reckoned with. This is where time will stand still and the fate of mankind's future lies in the edge of your blade. On this day, we show God the will behind our thrust as we slay the beast and put an end to evil. And we lay it in its final resting place. This is where we destroy... A clown? Kinda anticlimactic, isn't it?
After you slay Bozo, the castle begins to fall apart. This part is just epic. Running down a castle you've destroyed with everything exploding around you, just awesome. After all that, you get a bonus level of just collecting coins. And just because continuity is stupid, we get an encore from the clown.
What? I hate games like this. You know, the ones where they tell you, oh, you didn't get the correct ending because you didn't find some stupid item you didn't know about. Except this one takes it a bit further. It tells you, oh, my dreams will never be realized because you screwed up. Well, anyway, despite the lousy ending and the very dirty overtones, Chiki Chiki Boys is one awesome game, and it strikes up there with some of the best memories from childhood. So this holiday season, let's all take a moment and remember something special from our childhood. After all, Christmas is all about friends and family and sharing something special. Merry Christmas, guys.